a much requested, well, much is much, a requested series about skincare. Now I'm going to start this off by saying I am not a dermatologist, I am not an esthetician, I am not an expert, as you can hear, but I do know what works for me. So this will be several videos, since we'll be breaking down each step. Now I'm going to give you, which I have on my handy dandy phone, if you can see it right here, is the 10 steps to skincare according to Korean skincare, which I'm not knocking it, it's just a lot to do, but that's what I'm going to be basing the videos on. And I'm going to break these up into maybe 3 or 4 videos. Hopefully I can get them done in about 3 that will cover at least 10 of these, that will cover the 10 steps, although some of them may be combined with each other. Just okay, so I'll get into it. And yeah, the first step is makeup remover and oil cleansing, or the dual cleansing process is what I call it, because really this needs to be one step, because you do clean your skin twice. That is when the dual cleansing is when you take the oil to break up your makeup, and then you go in with whatever your cleaner is, you know, gel base if you're oily, or cream base if you have a drier skin. So yeah, but that's their second step is water-based cleaner. Third step is exfoliation. Fourth step is toner or skin softener. The next step is an essence, which that's if I was doing it for my own personal, which we'll get into as we do these series of videos. I don't really use the essence, but it's basically a toner. I don't feel like you need both of them. The sixth step is serums and boosters. Seventh step, sheet mask. The 8th step is eye cream. The 9th step is your moisturizer. You do want to put on your eye cream first before you moisturize it, because the skin around your eyes is it's gentler and more delicate than the skin over your face, so it's not the same moisturizer, although people do use the same. So yeah, keep it around. And 10th is the skin protection. Now that's a lot, and the way I'm going to break down my videos is dual cleansing, exfoliation, toner / essence, serums and treatments, because sometimes your serum is not necessarily that you need a serum. Maybe that's where you would do your booster, like radiance and all that kind of stuff. Like put vitamin C on your face if you have kind of like dull skin. 4th is moisturizer, face and eye. I don't think that needs to be 2 separate steps. And then 5th will be etc. That's how we'll be breaking down the videos. So my main thing is that I want to get across with this first video that I'm putting out is to actually, the best thing to get good skin, just period, across the board, is to actually have a routine. Now, a general routine, if that's just too much for you, I will tell you what I do, and even on days I'm just being lazy, or just days you don't have that kind of time, maybe like when you wake up, is that you do just a simple, and I would tell you to do something like this. This is from Clinique. I would say that this is kind of a, I wouldn't even say high end, I would say like maybe mid end, if that makes any sense, but not really. Like I paid $9 for this because it was on sale at Ulta. But the good thing about this, and I'll bring up another one to compare, which is the other one that's by Sunday Riley, and as you can see, I'm gonna zoom in on that, or just bring it closer. You can see the price tag on that versus this that was $9 plus the coupon that you were able to use from Ulta, or even if you go to the department store to use the Clinique. That this, and this is just the travel set too, so keep that in mind. If you want to get the full set, that would be like $40, but this is actually a nice amount. You can at least get through 2 months using this, at least with the soap the cleanser and then the lotion, but this toner will last you for quite a bit. And the good thing about Clinique, if you don't know anywhere to start, is that in establishing your own routine, this is broken down in steps. Same thing with the Sunday Riley, and it's just kind of more high-end, but I'm using this as an example to establish. Because your basic skin routine will be your cleanser, toner, lotion, and that's it. If that's all you can do, because I'm not going to sit up here and lie and act like skincare is cheap. Skincare is quite expensive, and it can be really expensive. And I also want to tell you that even though you see on YouTube, or you go to Sephora, or you go to Ulta, or whatever, and you have all these temptations to kind of get more high-end things, when really you may not have anything that's really wrong with your skin. Like sometimes if you get dry patches on your skin, it's one, you're not drinking enough water. Two, it may be that your skin is over processed from all of these skin products that you use. That's just like when we were talking about the steps. You do not exfoliate every day, or even if you do exfoliate, it's different if you want to use like a microderma abrasion kind of paste that you kind of put on topically, or if you want to use a liquid, something that's chemical. And that's not something that you would use every day, because you do want to think about your skin. Your skin is delicate even when you're not considered to be sensitive skin, so always keep that in mind. And back to this is the easiest way to do it, because it's just simple to establish. Now, I'm not knocking anybody who wants to use all those 10 steps of skincare from Korean beauty, but, and you know, when you look at like the K-pop stars, their skin is amazing, but they also have more accessible skincare because it's such a big thing there. So if I would tell you, if you don't want to spend a ton of money, I would tell you to actually check out like kbeauty.net, or just type it in, or you know, look up some products on Amazon and blogs, and if I have any links, I will link them below. And yeah, so my main thing is to actually start a routine. So the next video that we will be up in the series, when we will actually get down into the 5 steps that I have instead of those 10, because I do combine things. The first video will be about dual cleansing and exfoliating, or it may just be about dual cleansing, because that'll be enough. And I'll give you some products and examples that you can use throughout the whole time. So yeah, I hope that this is of interest to you. I hope that will help you if you have any questions. And I do want to also say before I end it that when it comes to skincare, there are tons of videos here on YouTube about skincare, but it's not a catch-all. You do have to and basically use what works for your skin. Even though like I like some high-end things, sometimes what you use to, you know, take off your makeup is something really cheap, which we'll get into. If you don't feel like you need all those things and it's been working for you, by all means, person, use it. If your skin still looks good, it still got elasticity, you still have your natural glow, you're not having any kind of breakouts, by all means stick by it. You know, if Neutrogena has been working for you since inception of Neutrogena, then by all means keep it. So always keep that in mind. You don't have to spend a ton of money, but we're not gonna lie that skincare can get expensive, especially if you do have problem areas. I hope that this is helpful to you guys. If you have any other questions about skincare before I get to the other videos, since you do, I did list how I was gonna break them down. I will put that in the description. I will put that, yeah. So if there's anything you have a question with, I will, if you leave a comment in the comment section, I will address it. And especially when we get into like the cleansing part, which will be the first part, we'll start talking about different methods of cleaning for the dual cleanse. Besides the oil part of the dual cleanse is easy, but like when you get into cleansers and what that means. And I do also want to know, when I start talking about products, I will be coming from a place of having combination skin. So yeah, but I also, if I know the dry or sensitive alternative, I'll also link that in. Hope I haven't been too chatty. I feel like I was, but these will be chatty videos. I decided to break these down because they will be a lot of information. So hit me up, you know, subscribe, hit that on questions if you have any, list them. Know I'm rambling a little bit. Y'all have a good blessed rest of the day. Remember that Nessie loves you, so bye.